the bureaucracy at the center still believes it's existential for them to continue doing what counties ought to be doing. If everything counties are supposed to do is given to them and the resources are transferred, then there's fear that the center will lose relevance. Right? Look at health, for instance, water, agriculture, livestock. These are services that really matter to the average Kenyan. You know, this is where the rubber really meets the road. If you now then say that national government will not be actively involved in the implementation of these programs, because they ought not to be, really, because the only role they have in there is policy. Implementation belongs to the county, right? So things like distribution of fertilizers and interfering with extension services, primary health care at the very basic level, all national government ought to do, really, if we're to strictly follow the letter and the spirit of the Constitution, is to set policies. But the actual work only ought to be done by the counties. Just the same way that we do no work with respect to foreign affairs, with respect to operational matters in security, in defense, and the like, which are national functions.
Yeah.
So, but given our setup, our political structure, our need to face the public from election day to election day, what will the national government be telling the public if they don't try to claw back? So then that is the crux of the matter.
But some would say
we can have all these other arguments. Will the Kenyan public reward a national government and re-elect it for setting good policies?
It's a great question.
Every elective position has been converted into an executive position. Yes. Because today, the governor is an executive, running a government, implementing programs. And the president, and rightfully so, is the head CEO of the national government. We've also converted the constituency into an executive level of government in a sense, because CDF and many other things that are done through constituencies, including those markets that you spoke of. The ministries, what do you call departments and agencies, MDS or national government, consult MPs even when they're doing devolved functions. You'll find someone walking into your county with a drilling machine to do a borehole and you're not aware of, and you are the CEO who has the constitutional mandate of drilling boreholes, right? So we have converted every elective position. The MCS asking for their pound of flesh. They want what is called Ward Development Fund, right? We have the NGAF, it's called the National Government
Affirmative Action Fund.
And surely, if you have converted the
senators are also now to get a Senate oversight.
The constituency, yes, into a level of government that is implementing. In a sense, that's what we've done. Then our good sisters also have a right to say, what of us, right?
Women
and the Senate,
fund.
right? I also know saying,
fund.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling the National Government Affirmative Action. Also saying they also need some funds to manage. I don't think that was the intention of the Constitution.
Are you saying, Governor, that our problem then is political? Because the law does not have all these
it's clear
that we are talking about.
Political. It's political.
And political from a politician's perspective or political from a public perspective?
I think it's both. It's from a public expectation perspective, and it's also from a political perspective. Why do I say it's from a public expectation? Because we're coming from that history where just before devolution, the MP had CDF, and for you to get a classroom or a dispensary, you had to, then get it from the MP. The public still does not reward the member of parliament for being a good legislator, a good representative of his constituents, and a good oversight of government, because that's what they're supposed to do. Oversight, representation, and legislation.
Get rewarded for new schools.
Yeah. So they want, projects and physical things that they can attribute to the TMP.
Let's pause it there. Let's take a break.
Imba kwanza.
Taifa leo kwa habari na makala moto moto. Aya, midomo miwili ya ODM. That is the front page of the Taifa leo. Mirengo hii miwili inapouma na kupuliza serikali, Raila Odinga amesalia maji mtungini. There's a beauty in the way that the Taifa leo is written. Haya, so kuna mirengo miwili. On the left side kuna wakosoaji wa serikali, mbunge kama Babu Owino, Senator Edwin Sifuna na Governor James Orengo. Upande mwingine kuna vibaraka wa serikali kama Peter Kaluma. Vibaraka is the one that's killing you. Mbunge Junet Mohamed na Senator Oburu Odinga. Tangu kinara wa ODM Bwana Raila Odinga aanze ushirikiano na serikali ya Rais William Ruto, chama chake ni mnara wa Babeli. Ipo kambi ya makombora dhidi ya serikali inapokosea, lakini upande wa pili kipo kikosi ambacho hakina tofauti na kwaya ya sifa ya serikali kwa lolote.
Kwaya.
Kwaya sifa.
Imeitwa kwaya.
Inaendelea kwa ukurasa wa pili. Haya, guu ndani na guu nje ndio mchezo wa ODM. Sawa, viongozi wa ODM wanaendelea kuonyesha mgawanyiko mkubwa, huku mguu mmoja ukionekana ndani ya serikali ilhali mwingine ukiwa nje, na kutoka na ukosoaji wa serikali jumuishi ya William Ruto na kinara wa upinzani Raila Odinga. Kisa cha hivi punde ambapo mgawanyiko huu ulishuhudiwa ni wakati wa mazishi ya msaidizi wa Bwana Odinga, marehemu George Odiwuor, katika eneo bunge la Rarieda, kaunti ya Siaya. Viongozi wa ODM wanavutia